Welcome to this explainer. Okay, so right now, thousands of people are generating passive income every single month without ever showing their faces or spending hours grueling over complex video edits. How exactly are they doing it? Well, today we're breaking down the source material behind the massive phenomenon known as YouTube Automation 2.0. We're going to explore exactly how artificial intelligence is fundamentally changing the creator economy, and we'll separate all that internet hype from the actual, structured blueprint that is driving real results.
We've all seen those flashy claims online, right? The quick clips showing a bank account balance just shooting up, a chatbot generating text at lightning speed, and an AI creator instantly publishing a polished product. It looks like absolute magic, but it really begs the question, is it really just easy money? Is generating cash in 2026 really as simple as pressing a magic button and watching the revenue roll in? Short answer, no way. But the truth is actually way more fascinating than just some get-rich-quick scheme.
Here's the hard truth that a lot of internet gurus conveniently forget to mention. The old method, it's completely dead. You can't just copy and paste unedited first draft text into basic generators that spit out robotic, soulless voices anymore. Audiences are totally burned out on that kind of low-effort content, and the algorithms are actively suppressing it. But the new way, Automation 2.0, is a whole different ballgame. It's a highly structured, meticulously designed system that treats content creation like a digital assembly line. If you want to understand how a truly automated stream of income functions today, we really have to dig into the mechanics of this system.
To get a grip on this profitable pipeline, we're going to follow a really clear path today. First, we'll define YouTube Automation 2.0. Then, we dive into Step 1, writing the script. Next up is Step 2, voice and visuals. And finally, Step 3, the secret of assembly.
All right, let's jump right into Section 1 and actually define what this modern approach to YouTube automation entails.
So the core concept here is managing a faceless channel. But, and this is absolutely key, you're doing it with the mindset of a media executive, not an amateur creator. The workflow is simple in theory but super rigorous in practice. You pick a highly profitable niche, and then you just let AI do the heavy lifting. The AI is your researcher, your writer, and your animator. That frees you up to act as the creative director. You aren't bogged down by the daily grind of production. Your focus is entirely on quality control, analyzing retention metrics, and optimizing for ad revenue. But here's the catch. For this to work in a crowded market, the final product has to be incredibly high quality. Ironically, the more you use AI, the more your final output actually has to feel distinctly, authentically human.
Moving right along, let's get into Step 1. This is really where the foundation is built, starting with the single most crucial element, writing the script.
Honestly, the absolute biggest mistake beginners make is asking an AI for generic content. If you just type, write a video script about personal finance, it's going to hand you back a textbook, just a boring block of text that will instantly put an audience to sleep. Instead, you have to use a framework prompt. You command the AI to start with a highly specific 15-second hook, to use short, punchy sentences, and to actively include visual cues for your editing phase. Those first 15 seconds, they're critical. That's where the viewer decides to either stay or keep scrolling. By setting these strict boundaries, you force the AI out of its academic tone and into generating a beautifully crafted, professional-grade script designed entirely for audience retention.
Now, you might be wondering where to actually point these brilliant new framework prompts. Well, viewer attention right now is laser-focused on a few specific high-value areas. These three niches are totally dominating the landscape. First, dark psychology. It hooks viewers immediately because it taps into this deep-seated human curiosity about hidden motives. Second, financial stories. These command incredibly high advertiser rates. Banks and brokers pay top dollar to reach this audience, meaning you need fewer views to make serious revenue. And third, AI technology news. This is literally a perpetual content machine. The tech evolves every single day, giving you a built-in returning audience that's desperate to stay updated. These are the sweet spots where massive viewership meets high profitability.
Okay, the script is done. Now let's move to Step 2, where we breathe actual life into that text using human-like voices and cinematic visuals.
This is where you bring everything together, and picking the right tech stack is everything. The tools you select here completely dictate your final quality. For your audio foundation, you need a voice generator that actually understands emotion and pacing, which is exactly where 11 Labs comes in. Moving over to visuals, creating realistic, stunning base images requires powerful diffusion engines like Midjourney or Leonardo.ai. But a slideshow of static images just doesn't cut it anymore. To turn those pictures into compelling, cinematic video animations, platforms like Runway Gen 2 or Pika are absolute game changers. This specific stack totally replaces the old reliance on generic stock footage with custom dynamic media that you own 100%.
But listen, I need to give you a massive warning right now that can literally make or break your entire operation. Do not use robotic audio. Seriously, using old, monotonous text-to-speech voices will actually get your channel completely removed from YouTube's monetization program. The platform is severely cracking down on what they call repetitive or low-effort content. That means they will cut you off from getting paid if your audio sounds cheap and artificial. You need a track that sounds like a real person, a voice that actually breathes, pauses naturally for emphasis, and has real tone changes. Having a natural delivery isn't just an aesthetic choice anymore. It is a strict, non-negotiable requirement for getting paid.
Which brings us to the final piece of the puzzle, step 3, the absolute secret sauce that pulls all of these generated assets together.
$10 versus $10,000. That leap is just staggering, right? And it highlights the most brutal reality of the creator economy. The difference between a channel making a pathetic $10 a month and a powerhouse pulling in 5 figures isn't just about having a well-researched script or pretty AI pictures. The real secret is something the industry calls retention editing. It's this precise psychological art of compiling your media in a way that keeps the viewer absolutely glued to their screen, totally preventing them from clicking away. Even if you're using automatic editors like CapCut or InVideo AI to do the heavy lifting, you absolutely must enforce 3 specific retention rules. First up, dynamic captions. We're talking large, colorful text that changes every 2 to 3 seconds. It gives the viewer's eyes something to constantly track. Second, sound effects and subtle background music. Think of these like subconscious dopamine hits. A whoosh or a subtle bass drop keeps the brain actively engaged. And third, fast pacing. You can never let a single visual stay stagnant for more than 4 seconds. It has to constantly change, evolve, or cut to a new angle. This rapid stimulation guarantees long watch times and tells the algorithm to push your content to millions.
To really lock this in, let's quickly recap the master plan. Step 1. Carefully structure your framework prompts so your scripts are designed for retention. Step 2. Generate your cinematic body by running that script through specialized tools to create custom, breathing audio and dynamic visuals. And Step 3. Assemble those pieces using rapid, dynamic retention editing so your audience literally cannot look away. When you really think about it, with all these incredible AI tools either completely free to try or extremely cheap to use at scale, the barrier to entry has essentially vanished. The blueprints are publicly available, the technology is just waiting for you, but the execution, well, that's entirely up to you. In a world where artificial intelligence can handle the heavy lifting of research, writing, and animation, the ultimate question I want to leave you with is this: what is stopping you from starting your automated income stream today? Are you going to keep watching others leverage these brilliant systems, or are you ready to adapt and build one for yourself?